Hello, my name is Erin and I'm a family resource coach with the Waterloo Region Family Network. I wanted to spend a bit of time talking about what a family resource coach does, as this is a question that I'm often asked. In my role, I typically support families or caregivers that have a child up to the age of 16 years. A large part of what I do is support families with understanding the system. So this could be the developmental system or the mental health system. I can support families that have a child with or without a diagnosis. In the case of not having a diagnosis, if there are developmental concerns, then I can support the parent or caregiver with understanding where to go to pursue getting an assessment. This can be both publicly funded or private options as well. When there is a diagnosis, I'm often a first point of contact after an assessment has been done. And I can spend time helping the parent to understand those important next steps to take. It can be a pretty overwhelming time, and so a lot of families share that it's helpful to have someone to walk them through the process. I can support families with paperwork, referral forms, any of that type of documentation, and with understanding eligibility for both government-funded options and local supports and resources specific to Waterloo Region. Another part of what I do is support families with advocating. And sometimes this can be within the different systems. So with accessing a program, or also within the understanding and support around the special education system. And so that's within my school support part of the role. And in that, I often spend a lot of time helping parents to understand what an individual education plan is, how to go about asking for an IEP within the school, and what types of important accommodations might need to be on their child's IEP. I often support families with preparing for important school meetings. And so this might be supporting them with understanding what to ask for, how to communicate with school. Sometimes if communication is broken down between home and school, then I can act as a bit of liaison to try to improve the situation and bring everybody back together. Another important part of what I do is attend a number of community groups within our region. And so when I sit in these community groups, I can support with being the trusted voice of families of children with exceptionalities within our region. And so because I get to spend so much time connecting and hearing from all the wonderfully unique families that come my way, I think I can help to give an understanding when I sit on these community groups as to the journey of our exceptional families. Another important connection that I have within my role is the partnership that we have with the local early on centers throughout Waterloo Region. I'm able to provide drop-in support at a number of our local early on centers. This is meant to be a very informal opportunity to be at the center and connect with families. This service is provided to families that have children from the age of birth to 6 years old. And so often if a parent might have a concern about how their child is developing, then I'm there and we can talk about what might be going on for their child. We can talk about some important next steps if there is a concern and what they can do about it, where they can go within our region to get supports. It's a really great role. Every day is pretty different, and I get to meet a lot of really unique and wonderful individuals. And so that gives you a bit about what I do as a family resource coach.